to Sipping with Dr. Layla. Well, wow, what a week it has been, and we're back with you to talk about another exciting topic. I know you're always eager to hear what is she going to talk about. Well, today I want to talk about what lies within. You know, there's a lot of us who just use some labels on ourselves because we do not know what actually lies within us. But inside of us is greatness. Greatness lies within us. But until that greatness is allowed to come forth and unleash, you're not going to know what's inside of us. Now, I want to say this afternoon that when we look at this papaya, for example, very tasty, very nutritious, we're not going to know how tasty it is until we really get inside of it. And I just want to explore this papaya today because I think it means so much. There's so much lessons that we can get from this papaya. So look on the outside of the papaya, it have a very tough skin. But it's the inside, it is so soft. But right in the core, in the center, is some seeds. All of this began with a single seed. Let me tell you, some persons have sown some seeds in your life, and now you're coming into your glory, so to speak, into your gloom, you're glowing, but you haven't yet given yourself that opportunity to come forth. You know, some of us, we have heard prophecies on our lives that we're going to be good singers, we're going to be the next greatest speaker, a Bishop Edwards, a T.D. Jakes, but we've not given ourselves that opportunity. And this often I want to talk about how do you position yourself for success. As long as you stay in your little silo and think that, no, this big stage is not for me, you're not going to make it. You have to give yourself a chance. It's your time, it's your season. Let me talk about time a little bit. There are two types of times. There is what we call Chronos time, and there's what we call Kairos time. And the Chronos time is about chronological time. Well, we know we have seasons of the year, we have months of the year, we have days of the week. And so those are sequential. But there's something that is known as Kairos, which is an opportune time. And I believe a lot of persons are in their birthing season, but they're not positioning themselves to come into their greatness. Let me tell you, except for probably like a C-section, anybody who is going to get birth to anything, they have to be prepared to be open, to position themselves to give birth. And you do that by getting out there. You know, I think about blind Bartimus. If he was conservative, if he just sat by himself hearing the voice of Jesus and not responding to the voice of Jesus, he would have still blind. You know, but he heard the voice of Jesus and he decided to seize the moment. You have a choice, you know. You can either sit down and say, wow, the papaya look good, and not enjoy what is within. But until you get a knife and say, no man, this sweetness, it now leave me. May I cut it and may I deal with it. A lot of people don't understand that success comes with a lot of pain. But you have to get up out of your comfort zone, seize the moment. You have to understand, viewers, that if blind Bartimus did not seize his moment by making a sound, you need to make a sound, man. Shout, declare something. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. You see these two little lips right here, sir? You need to open them and allow something to come out of your mouth. And don't tell me how much time you try, because I know someone will come like the fisherman them, where they say, boy, Jesus, where they are so tired all night and we didn't catch nothing. But guess what? Even though they were a little disappointed having not caught anything, and their experience tells them that at this time you really ought to wash out your net and come back another time, but the man them said, nevertheless, at your word. What is Jesus saying to you? What seed has he been speaking in your life? And a lot of people talk about, boy, we can't hear the voice of Jesus. But oh, you can hear the voice of the devil, so. Because when you hear the negative, you just hold on for the negative. But when you hear something positive like you hear now, and I say, get up out of your couch, go back or get a job, go back or do a subject, seize the moment. You know, one of the greatest writers say, it is the best of time and the worst of time. Yeah, we know that the times are hard and the times are difficult, but there are opportunities. And guess what? God God is not affected by financial crisis, recession here, changes in Europe, or the euro going down, or the pound not doing well. God controls this earth, and he can create openings in places that nobody said nothing not going for you. But you have to make a move. You have to do something, and I want you to get that today. You have to do something. When Bartimus, he was not able to see, but his ears were in order. The man said, they told him when he showed Jesus, they said, hold it down, man. Sometimes you're on the brink of your breakthrough, and some like a bad-minded people. I got to tell them, no, you're not for behave, so no, press in because you know what you're pressing for. And he could have listened to them, but he decided to press in a little bit more. This time he not only said Jesus, he said Jesus Christ, thou son of David. Sometimes you have to get militant and serious in your spirit. You have to want what you really want. Some people say they want a breakthrough, but it's on the lip service. But when you put everything into it and say, listen, my breakthrough, I need it right now. You know, when I was younger, there was this game. They call it bull in a pen. You can't come out. And every time you would go there, so the ring around you would get stronger. And it would really not allow you to come out. But based on how the game is constructed, there's a time when you're going to push down and you're going to get out. And that's how life is sometimes. Sometimes you go to this place, you get to know. You go to that place, you get to know. It's like no, I follow you. I break every no spell this day over your life. Everything will tell us you're too old, you're too young, you're not qualified. It's time for you to get what is inside. Get the sweetness. No, man. Life not supposed to go so. You're a child of God. Your success is yours. All of the cross activity, when he said it was finished, is for your victory. Stop just holding your little shell and say, boy, no, go for me. No. If you're a child of God, something is always happening. You're bread in the oven, and God is taking you out like a fresh loaf. But you have to do something. Let me tell you something. Complacency is a breeding ground for mediocrity and defeat. You're going to do it not right now, procrastinating, but maybe next year, maybe this year. No! It's time for you to break forth into your new season. It don't make sense you go to church and a clap. It's a new season, it's a new day, and a jump and a rejoice, and everybody gonna pursue that which they need, and you still a try. You have the pursue you. No, you need to start pursue something now, man. In this season before God come, we want to experience some blessing. We love to sing. I'm gonna walk those streets of glory. Well, guess what? By and by, well, before you get to those by and by streets, walk them streets here and own these streets. Get into the blessing plan, because there is something bigger and greater for you. It's time you open, man. God wants to show you the inside. And guess what? When I look at this papaya, it's not a one seed, it's a multi. It has so many seeds. That means when you come forth in your fullness, so many people are going to benefit from what's inside. You're going to multiply. God wants to bring you bigger and better and cause so many other lives to be affected as a result of yours. So don't stay and close up. It's time for you to open, burst forth, and come into your fullness. Because when you do, so many people will be blessed by the positive seeds you sow. Stop relegate yourself, man. Burst out of that and come into your fullness. Until next time, continue to sip with Dr. Layla.
Celebrate, 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 celebrate.